man, one day I want to go to the Commonwealth Games and represent my people and my cultures on the world stage.
The commitment, the loyalty, and the love that he's given to the sport over the years, even when the sport has knocked him around, hasn't been very fair at times to him. He's just kept coming back.
Tawhiri Tohirere Hallett was 13 when he first started boxing, after a friend encouraged him to give it a go. Little did he know, walking into Gisborne City hip-hip boxing, that he was about to start a journey beyond his wildest dreams.
I moved up to Gizzy and got to high school where I realised rugby wasn't really for me. I went to the boxing gym when I was 13 years old, and ever since I haven't looked back. And 9 years going now, I'm 22 years old, and it's become who I am and pretty much my identity and what people know me as a boxer.
Top was one of those boys that when he started, he lost quite a few fights, but he was so resilient. He just wanted to keep training and better himself and be better. It didn't matter whether or not, you know, he lost the fight. He'd just come back to training. That's all he wanted to do was train.
Tawhiri was determined to keep his eye on the prize, relentless in his pursuit of his goals and dreams.
You know, I saw that resilience, I saw that commitment, I saw that he had a plan, he had a goal. He was a real special boy, and he was humble. So he made a lot of sacrifices through his teenage life, you know, while his other friends were out partying and doing what young people do. He was in the gym, him and I were in the gym with the rest of the team, 4 hours a day, training, 4 hours a night, every night. I think I only gave him maybe 1 day a week off.
Saturday nights, Sunday mornings, if I'm not at training, I'm at home. If I'm not at home, I'm at training. And you know, throughout those high school years where everyone else sort of starts to begin their social life with a lot of people and going out partying and, you know, doing all that stuff, I was so obsessed with getting better at boxing that I just pushed that away and prioritized my training.
9 years on, all those sacrifices have paid off.
It was a real special moment when he called me and said that that he made it into the Commonwealth team.
I'm now representing the Cook Islands at the 2022 Birmingham Commonwealth Games. So to me, achieving that first goal of mine just sets a mindset in me that why can't I go to the Olympics? Why can't I become a world champion one day? So this is, in a sense, only the beginning, but a long journey ahead, and I'm prepared for whatever challenges and anything that pops up in front of me that I have to overcome.
Tawhiri was born and raised in New Zealand, but representing his Cook Island heritage is a huge honour.
My grandmother is probably one of the biggest inspirations. She's Cook Island, and she's a proud Cook Islander, and I couldn't be more grateful to the people of the Cook Islands for giving me this opportunity. And it's bigger than boxing. It's bigger than what I'm going to the Commonwealth Games for. To now have doors open for our family to discover a part of our identity that's been missing. Yeah, that's the biggest award that I've gotten out of this.
It hasn't been an easy road to get to the Games, but each setback made Tawhiri even more determined.
All the work and all the sacrifices and the commitment I've made to the sport has finally paid off, and I feel like it's not luck. I've earned it. I've put in the time. I've had all the ups and downs, more downs than ups in my journey, but it's made me the person I am today, and it's built this courage inside me to just pursue anything, no matter what, and never give up until I get it.
Right at the heart of his success is the unbreakable bond he shares with his coach, a bond which extends far beyond the ring.
Me and my siblings growing up without a father figure, without a father in the home, it was tough, and we didn't really have that male role model to look up to. And for me to find boxing at 13 and just so happen to find Jimmy, that man has given me more than I could ever give back to him. He's my mentor, he's a role model to me, and He's someone who's shaped me into the person I am today. Without him, I wouldn't be here today, that's for sure.
His mum, she was mum and dad, you know, and I grew up the same. You know, I never had a dad at all. Tough. He just, you know, he fit into my family, became a son to me, became a brother to my children. He was just there all the time.
2 years ago, Tawhiri moved to Auckland to pursue his dreams, finding his home away from home at Mayhem Boxing.
My coach is Terence Reid, Bachelor, and the team environment here is just resonates a lot with me coming from Gizzy. It's the exact same team, family environment, everyone supporting each other, everyone encouraging each other, everyone wanting the best for each other. And now there's 3 of us going to represent our nations at the Commonwealth Games this year. Myself, Troy Garton and Uila Mau.
This week, Tawhiri will head to Sheffield to train with the British boxing team, before heading to Birmingham to meet the rest of the Cook Island team. But first, he made time for a quick trip home to Gizzy.
We were talking about his trip coming up, you know, going up to England, training with the British team, the experience and the next level skill set that he'll get from that. We talked about him representing the Cook Islands as opposed to representing this country, which you know, he would really have loved to represent this country. However, this country lost out, and the Cook Islands gained a champion. I told him how much I loved him. I'm so proud of him, you know, and just like you talk to your own son, you know, before he was leaving to such a prestigious international event.
And that unwavering belief in his ability could be his secret weapon when he makes his game debut.
I want to make sure I give everything I have into something I love, and that's boxing. You know, it's been a passion of mine since the day I found it. I'm not going to be standing here in the future when I'm 40, 50 years old going, man, I could have done that, I could have done that. To me, it's all or nothing.